Pre-draft workout season is heating up. The Warriors have brought in 3 more players to work out. We're going to go over the players, who they are, their fit in the Warriors, pros and cons, and if they'll even be there in the second round when we draft. In addition, Kenny Atkinson heating up with one specific team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, for their head coaching position. We'll update you there. Before we dive into it, Randy Silva here, Warriors Digest. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. One PSA, please keep the comments not toxic. Have spirited debate, back and forth, love it, but no need to throw hate around. In addition, when we create videos, we're talking about specific players and stories. So it doesn't mean that we believe in that, but we want to break it down for you to see how it exists. Or another scenario isn't right. For example, Andrew Wiggins trades. We're only going to talk about Wiggins trades. I saw a lot of comments about Draymond should be traded, this player should be traded. We're focusing on that report and Wiggins. We will have a video coming out about specific trades and that stuff, but we don't want to mix the stories up. Unless Draymond's a part of a Wiggins trade, we're not going to do a specific Draymond trade in a Wiggins video. We're going to keep it on topic. But don't worry, we have a video like that coming out soon. And if you want to see it all, please subscribe here to Warriors Digest. Only 8% of the viewers who watch or subscribe. You don't want to miss our daily episodes, keeping you up to date, so please subscribe. First player the Warriors brought in, Ighodaro. The Golden State Warriors are bringing in Oso for a pre-draft workout per Ben Steele. Nice stylistic fit as sort of a Draymond light. Dubs have the 52nd pick, which used to belong to the Bucks. So again, we're not going to be able to bring in a top 20 player, even a first round type of talent, unless there's a major slide. But why waste your effort drafting those or working out those type of people unless you're expecting to make a trade up there, potentially. So a lot of the people you're going to see are mid-second round picks, maybe late second round, late first round, and maybe you hope they fall. Maybe you try to draft from late mid-second round up to the early second round, late first round, something like that. So it's not going to be the big names that you expect. So let's dive into this player. Osos from Marquette, 6'11", 235, grew up in Chandler, Arizona. Averaged 13.5 points per game this past season, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 58% shooting. So what does this check? 6'11", instantly becomes the tallest player on the Warrior. Great. Big man, assuming he can get rebounds, 7 rebounds a game. Check. Marquette, played in the Big East, tough conference. Check. Able to get some blocks in there. Check. Now the question is, how will he do in our offense? Motion offense, pick and roll, potentially pick and pop. If we look at his overall stats, this is what you love to see. It got better every season. Went from really not playing his freshman year to his last 2 seasons starting every game. 36 games played, 36 games started. What does that mean? He's got experience. He can come in, ideally be effective. Maybe he has to go G League. Again, we can break that down and do a 2-way contract. But he has experience, not somebody who's one and done, someone who's played in big games throughout his college, especially the last 2 years. His minutes went up every game, 30-plus minutes the past 2 years, fantastic. And again, we look at his points, have gone up every year. His steals, gone up every year. His blocks, basically 1.5. Assists, around 3. Rebounds, 7, went up every year. Free throw percentage, got to work on that at 62%. Threes, he's not going to be a 3. Field goal percentage dropped this year, which was a bit concerning, 57%. So he's not going to be a stretched big man. He's not going to be the guy, Joel Embiid, a Lopez brother, be able to be 6 foot, 6'11", 6'11", 7 foot, do a screen for Steph, get the ball above the arc, shoot a 3. Nope. He's going to be more of the Trace Jackson Davis type, screen, roll the basket, kind of seeing that with Derek Lively in the playoffs right now. Somebody like that, rim protector, alley-oops, get those easy buckets. In terms of rankings for the 2024 power forwards, you can see right here on the list, where is he at? Number 7. They have him at 6'9", but again, if you look here at ESPN, they have him at 6'11". So he's in that 6'9", 6'10", 6'11 range, a little bit shorter than a center would be. So power forward, they have him there, meaning he plays Draymond's position. Does Draymond switch to the 5 and he goes to the 4? Probably not. Trace Jackson Davis, we know, is there. Looney's there at the 5-ish. So more often than not, especially as a mid-second round pick, probably coming off a 2-way player. At 6'9", Again, that's what they have him here. Highly gifted passer, processes game at an elite level, great feel for cutters and hitting the open big man. Draymond Green-esque. Get the ball. I mean, again, Draymond can bring the ball up, so it's not like that. But on the pick and roll, give him the ball, throw it to him in the paint, back to the hoop. Can he drop off a pass? Can he see somebody dip it over his shoulder? NBA frame, great. Not an elite athlete, but has decent speed, quickness, and plays. Can score in the post. Good screener, especially what we need in this offense. Standout defender who can guard up and down the lineup and force a lot of turnovers. Defend the rim, guard the perimeter. That's what we need. Defend the rim. Block shots. Get rebounds. Be a force in the paint to allow us to be successful. On the perimeter, if you get switched into a smaller player, can you stay in front of him? We saw the defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, got put on skates on an island with Luka Doncic. Now, I don't think any big man's going to be able to stop that. Fair enough, but can you get a big man who can do enough to help out his team when he's up on the perimeter? He projects as a high-level role player at the next level. He'll bring a lot of value to the NBA team. Again, 6'9" here, ESPN 6'11", part of Clutch Sports. Aggregate mock draft rank, 29th. So late first round, very early second round, potentially when you could see him fall. And this one scout told Hoops Hype, it's similar to his passing ability to Draymond Green with the skip passes, can defend, is athletic, but he can't shoot. He was on my radar last year. I'm surprised he didn't test the waters. So first time going through the NBA draft experience. And obviously it looks like he'll get picked if he's a graded late first round. Where are we at again in the draft? 52nd. So there's the odds of us getting him. We may have to trade up to get him, unfortunately. Oso seems like he'd be a good fit for us. Backup player, gives us more on the bench. Probably do two-way type of stuff. Go to G League, continue to develop. I like it. I think he'd be a good draft pick. Comment your thoughts. At Mavs Draft. Sources tell me Golden State Warriors are hosting a pre-draft workout later today, which will include Auburn's Jaylin Williams. The first team that comes to mind, Oklahoma City Thunder. They have multiple Jaylin Williams. Imagine if you had three of them on one team all playing together. Commentators, nightmare. He's 6'8", 245 per ESPN out of Auburn Tigers. Averaged 12 points a game, 4.4 rebounds, 2 assists, 57% shooting. Grew up in Georgia. Senior again, some more experience. Last year, who we draft? Trace Jackson Davis, 4 years. And then Brandon Podziemski was only in college 1 year. So a little bit more experience, second player we're looking at, which is good. Just like Oso, played a lot his last 2 seasons of college. He's a fifth year as well, which is good. Played 33 games, started 33 games, his second to last year. And then this past year, started 33 games, played 34 games. His points went up basically every year, besides for his down year, 21-22. What you want to really look at here, 6'8", can he shoot? Shooting 83% from the free throw line, not terrible. That's a B. Threes at 40%. So right there, you think you'll get better in the NBA. You're getting more work in, getting more help in, NBA training, things like that. So I like what I see from the stats. 6'8" is a good height. Comes into where that Kuminga area is, comes in where that Wiggins area is, that Klay Thompson area, 6'6", to 6'8", 6'9"-ish. Helps us, especially if Klay is walking out. Kuminga steps in. You got Moody in that area as well. So fits that mold of a solid 3-and-D wing type of player. At 6'8", he has the ability to do everything. Projects to be a quality role player at the next level. At Auburn, Williams played alongside numerous NBA talents, so he's used to playing NBA caliber teammates and playing against them. Filled multiple roles, showcased versatility, ability to adapt when needed. His skill set and ability to slot into many different types of lineups makes him an easier fit on nearly any team relative to other second-round talents. So it seems like they project him to be a quality second-round player. Again, we're in the mid-50s for our draft. Will he be there? Seems like he could be a good fit. See all the comments. We need people who can shoot, play defense, wing, rebound. Fits that mold. Again, is he going to start? No, but good player to come off the bench for us. He's projected against second-round pick, so it'd be right there. And then lastly, Illinois big man Coleman Hawkins. Great draft combine. Will work out with the Warriors and the Kings. So let's go through him. 6'10", 225. He's from Sacramento, as we said. 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. So fits that mold of a good tall D wingman type of player. However, after working out the Warriors and a couple other teams, he decided he's going to go back to college basketball. He's going to be a fifth year and do that NIL. He's an all Big Ten selection, rated number 3 available transfer in the portal. He'll get paid. So this is the beauty if you're a player NIL. You probably went through his draft stuff, saw he'd be a second round pick, maybe doesn't project to get drafted. When am I going to get paid? Maybe not a lot. Do I want to go G League? Or do I want to do another year in college, get paid fat for NIL? I mean, he's probably going to make easily 250, if not 500, if not 7 figures, 1 million in the portal. Come play, all Big Ten selection, fifth year. We'll go start on any team he goes to, and we'll get more experience, develop, and become a better player. So I give him a applaud. This is the system, how it's set up. Good for him to recognize that and do what's best for him. And who knows, maybe he ends up on the Warriors next year, but he was brought in, so we want to let you know that these are the things that are happening, especially in the new system. So we had 3 players. We had them all above 6'8", so you can see the Warriors are bringing in some size, height, wing players, people around the rim. Comment your thoughts on all 3 players. Obviously, 2 are really the ones that we could draft, and let me know what you think. That takes us to part 2 of the video, Kenny Atkinson. So as we've been telling you guys on this channel, he's been up for multiple head coaching positions. Right now, the one that's the most serious is the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he has been given permission by the Warriors to interview for the Cavs head coaching job. Obviously, he is our number 1 assistant on the staff. I see many in the comments, people are like, hey, we don't like him. We think he should go. He's not been very effective. So you're relatively happy this is happening. The update there. He's now available to go for the head coaching job and interview. He has no experience with Mitchell, with their time in the NBA, and wouldn't qualify as a marquee hire if one was the final choice. But he did reasonably well as our last head coaching stop. Where was he at? Brooklyn Nets took him to the playoffs. He knows people on the Cavs already, like Jared Allen, where he helped them get to the playoffs. Before he came to the Warriors, he had other assistant coaching jobs after the Nets. He was assigned as the head coach of the Charlotte Hornets, and then he rescinded that to come back to the Warriors. He was in the name for the Phoenix Suns job. So there's some interest there. Obviously, we know the Warriors have a good pedigree in helping develop coaches. Steve Kerr, right now the head coach of the New Orleans Pelicans, is under Kerr. Luke Walton became a head coach after Kerr. Mike Brown obviously was the head coach before Kerr and got a head coach after Kerr. Warriors coaches do a good job. They see the system we set up. They see the success. How do you bring that to our team? And it's a good sign. It's a good sign of a healthy development coaching staff. It's a good sign that there's positivity coming from players who will say, we want to work for a coach potentially under the Warriors. So we'll keep you updated there and any coaching changes that may come if he does become the head coach of the Cavs or a different team. Warriors Digest here. Send love all. Please comment, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.